Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the show, and we're talking about some NBA stuff, so let's get around to it. So, Kevin Love's all-time teammate starting five. He gave his, he said, point guard, he has Kyrie Irving. Shooting guard, Jimmy Butler. Number 3, LeBron James at small forward. Number 4 has himself. And then Bam Adebayo. Oh, wow, he has his own teammate. I mean, that's a pretty solid starting lineup. Like, starting five. I mean, maybe, Pekovic, he used to play, on the Timberwolves when Kevin Love was there. He had Pekovic, or how do you say his last name? Not part of the nerd community. The perfect defense and spacing, probably, for the modern game. With this starting five. Bill Simmons talked about Jalen Williams, J-Dub, who's on the, Oklahoma City Thunder, one of the young rising stars of that team. He said this via the Ringer. He said, this small quote here, end quote, "There's a lot of Kawhi when I watch Jalen Williams." I mean, I don't really know. I mean, Kawhi, I know people will be like, "Oh, Kawhi has the worst dribble package for a superstar." I mean, it's not really true. He just doesn't do pointless dribbling just enough to get to his spot and get a shot off. I don't know if he was unbelievable last night, but I don't know about that. And there's nothing alike about their game. But if you're going to compare players like that, then anybody can be anybody. Like, yeah, Jalen Williams is good, and Kawhi Leonard's a superstar. Like, Jalen Williams will be a future superstar too, but I don't really see comparable games. Ime Udoka talked about Kyrie Irving. He said, end quote, he's the best one-on-one player I've ever seen or coached or been around. He's one of the most skilled players of all time with his dribbling. Like his dribbling ability. I feel like he's one of the most skilled players. Like with his dribble package, just highly skilled player without a doubt. So, Brian Windhorst. Oh boy, Brian Windhorst. Had Knicks fans riled up. He says, Jalen Brunson is a foul hunter. He doesn't have the reputation of a James Harden or Trae Young, but he's a foul hunter. How about you go get on the treadmill, fatty? He uses the dark arts. The dark arts? What do you mean by the dark arts, Mr. Windhorst? This is what the referees are cracking down on. The fouls he's get sometimes are not what they're going to give him. Okay, buddy, he scored 61 points on 6 free throws a few nights ago, but sure keep up with his ridiculous narrative. The most ridiculous stat is points with the fewest amount of free throws. I mean, I don't know if one game dispels a narrative, but he's 14th in free throw attempts and the number 4 scorer in the league. He's not even top 10 in free throw attempts. How can you say he's a big foul hunter? When players like Giannis and Joel Embiid foul hunt, but nobody talks about that. But when Jalen Brunson, but they want to talk about this with Jalen Brunson. Brian Windhorst, you might need to get your cardio count down, buddy. Give him the damn treadmill. Is this the NBA or Harry Potter? Like, the dudes that use the dark arts. So he's about to get freaking cooked. There's nothing wrong with hunting for free throws. Every great scorer does this. But he can also score. And he's shot good from 3 this year. He can shoot the mid-range. Like, he can score without free throws. He scored 61 there and that with 6 free throws. So, Shams Charania talked about the returns of OG Anunoby, Original Gangster, and Julius Randle. It seems Original Gangster, Anunoby, is more likely than Julius Randle at this point. So, remember when Julius Randle had the dislocated shoulder, and Anunoby had that procedure on his elbow, and he says it looks like OG Anunoby's more likely to return than Julius Randle at this point. You need him to come back soon. Which OG would be great. They could really use both, but OG coming back would be great. You could add another defensive piece, and a guy can provide offensively. So, Rudy Gobert and Alex Caruso had a little tangle up in the paint, and the Timberwolves Bulls game a few nights ago. And he wants the NBA to discipline Alex Caruso for this play in the paint, even though I don't know what he's yapping about. I hope they look at this, because if they don't hold people accountable, I'm going to hold them accountable myself. It's a box out. You're 7'2", buddy. You're taught to go low in a box out as a guard. Stop crying and get stronger to where a point guard isn't boxing you out. Someone should hold Gobert accountable when he didn't take COVID seriously. I mean, nobody did, but what's he yapping about for boxing out? Man, Rudy Gobert's so soft. 7'2" for nothing. Kevin Porter Jr. is signing a 1-month, $10,000 contract with PAOK, Pirate Sports Nado, at Sportando. He'll probably be back in the NBA by next year. Maybe 2-3 years. I don't even know what this is. Dude, $10,000? Pandeo face. Get ready to learn Greek, buddy. Donovan Mitchell went off after the latest Cavs loss, and he said it's fucking April. We've got to figure it out. Yeah, this team is not ready to go deep in the playoffs. I feel like Darius Garland's more steals and turnovers than points. Like, I just don't know about this team. They were 17. I mean, yeah, they were on a 17-1 run a month ago, but Mitchell injury, plus they stopped facing, like, lottery teams, like these trash teams they were beating. I mean, they had the easiest stretch of games. They got hot, but now you can see they're playing these real contenders, and they're starting to freaking lose. LeBron James says his career is nearing its end. I don't know when that door will close as far as my retirement. I don't have much time left. But he's in year 20. He's probably retiring next, like, 2 years or so. I'll think another, like, 2 years. He'll probably retire. Brandon Miller explains why Paul George is his GOAT. It's kind of how the league is built now. Paul George is the right person to say for this generation. I mean, yeah, his game's smooth. But said he played with no rings? Pandeo face. I guess he doesn't want to win any rings. It was reported by, I think, Joe Clark of Philadelphia, or does something with Philadelphia. I don't know. I'm not part of the nerd community, ladies and gentlemen. So we had some big news 3 hours ago. ESPN sources, Philadelphia 76ers star Joel Embiid nearing a return, expected to play this week. The reigning MVP has been out since January 30th with a left meniscus injury. His status is expected for Tuesday for OKC. He's expected later today, but he is nearing a return before the end of the season, returning right before the playoffs. So free throw merchant's going to be back to ruin the league. I'm just joking, but yeah, I'm going to see Joel Embiid coming back for the Sixers because they really need him. Sacramento Kings guards Malik Monk has suffered a sprain. Right MCL is expected to miss 4 to 6 weeks. He had the best had a career best season. Needs a Kings run in their Western Conference playoffs to return. I hate to say it because he was freaking hooping. He's averaged 15 points and 5 assists, and probably could have won the 6th Man of the Year. 4 to 6 weeks he'll be out. So in kidney failure, Jazz GM Justin Zanik will undergo transplant surgery. His 3 kids facing a litany of health issues will need transplants too. Through it all, Zanik remains Utah's front office leader. Yeah, he found himself fighting for his life when he had the transplants. Like, prayers for him and his family, because that's crazy. The whole family. Like, that's wild. And unfortunately, things like that are just heredity, like, traits. Where if somebody in your family gets it, you'll probably get it too.
But St. Jude has gotten us through it.
St. Jude Children's Research
That's all the NBA news I want to talk about here. So, until next time, peace.